Hi guys, this is a little video I wanted to make about Pokemon card values and my problem with eBay, my little problem I have with eBay, my big problem I have with sites and apps like Pricecharting, Collectr. I'm not going to talk about TCG Player in this video. I might make that for another video, another day. Right now I just really want to talk about eBay, TCG Player, Pricecharting, or not TCG Player, Pricecharting, Collectr, stuff like that. And basically, just for background, I've been buying and selling for about 4 years now. Bought a lot, I've sold a lot. Been to a lot of cons. I go to Collecticon twice a year. I go to a lot of local cons. I go to a lot of card shops. So basically, I just want to briefly go over this problem I have, explain it in detail. At the end of the video, if you want to stick around, I'm also going to share some of my strategies and stuff I use when I'm buying and selling, how I do it to get the best deal for both parties, you know. I'm all about fair price. I'm all about, you know, each party walking away feeling good about the deal, you know, all that. So let's just get right into this. Okay. So I want to start with this. This is the Moltres, and I'm specifically talking about slabs in this video. You can this equally counts towards ungraded. Just I've been selling a lot of slabs lately. This is a problem I've been noticing. Just dealing with people trying to buy slabs, trying to sell slabs on marketplace and eBay and stuff, or in person to you know, to whatnotters and all that. So this is something I've been wanting to talk about. So this is the Moltres Zapdos Articuno GX 44 to 60 44/68 PSA 10. Okay, so and I'm just using this example because this is something I've been trying to sell lately, and so yeah, that's really what. No real reason. Just figured it's something I've already been looking into. May as well use it as my example. So let's look at March. Sold. This is my. I just did sold. Ended recently. So sold March 20th. I didn't click that. $80 best offer. 22 shipping. $90. 462 shipping. $93. 420 shipping. March 16th. $86. $5 shipping. Okay. So that was the first thing. Now let's go to Pricecharting here. So Pricecharting off rip is saying that this card's worth right around $89. So you click one sale per day, and that's going to show you this. This is PSA 10s. It just uses eBay data, right? eBay. Yeah, you get the idea. All eBay. So off rip, it's like it's not even fully up to date. I don't know if there's like a glitch or something. I don't know why this happens. I don't know. Because the date will be different for different cards. Like you can look at some cards where it's like the most recent sale is 3/18, some say 3/17. It's like we can see right here on eBay. There's one that sold for on the 20th. There's one that sold on the 17th, and this is the 16th. We'll be getting to those too. There's a reason I have those up. So yeah, you can see right here, March 16th, sold for $86. Now obviously, how they get this number is they're adding all this stuff. You know, it has something to do with these. I'm sure they're adding them all up and dividing. You know, it's going to show the last. I'm terrible at math. Whatever. Last month or whatever. The 12th. Yeah, it's a little over a month ago. So yeah, it says this is $86, but we already saw. That on the 16th. This is what it's talking about. It didn't sell for $86. Sold for $91, right? Because shipping is just it's included. Like that's money you're paying for the item, whether you do 86 plus 5 shipping or 91 shipping with free shipping. It's the buyer's paying the same amount, the seller's getting paid the same amount. It's just what you're paying for the item, right? And so and it just doesn't even calculate that. So that's a big problem right off rip. And that's my problem with these Pricecharting, and Collectr does the same thing. It just goes off eBay sales. I think Collectr also does TCG, but it's still wrong because it's going off these eBay sales and it doesn't show. It doesn't include the shipping paid for the item. Same with PSA here. You can see right here, March 16th, $86. And I can super prove it to you by just, these are all links. You can click the link. You can do this for PSA as well. This is the same item. $86, 5 shipping. Didn't sell for 86, it sold for 91. Alright? So that's a problem I have. Um, so right off rip, it's like this is a little low. It's not actually $89. I haven't done the math on it. That would be a lot. Going through all these and including the shipping and then getting the real price. But it's certainly not 89. It's got to be more. Um, Now to my next problem. Here's a problem I have with eBay. It's like if I had to say like so someone who were new were to ask me like what's like how do I know the value of my cards like this the answer if I had to answer it in 2 words it's like eBay sold. That's it. eBay sold. But even eBay sold can get things wrong. I mean, I don't know if it's a glitch or what. I feel stupid using this example, but I just think it's a perfect example. You see here, March 17th. This is the Mega Hound Jimmy X Full Art 154, 162, blah blah blah, PSA 10. Sold for $9.95, right? So off rip, it's like you go here, and you can see it's a day off, or it says so. So that's not even in there. That 300 is gonna jump once that gets once this is updated, up to date, and adds that in. But anyway, what I want to talk about is this is actually I sold this 3 days ago. This was my listing. The reason I'm using an example here to talk about an inefficiency with eBay is I didn't sell this for $1,000, you guys. I didn't sell it for $995. Here's the thing: is I listed this on a whim. I saw the most recent one sold on March 8th for $500. I thought, megas are going crazy right now. It's a low pop. It's pop 180. It's like, dude, I'll throw a shot in the dark. I'll list this for a week, see what happens. If it doesn't sell, I'll just lower it. After 2 hours, you guys, I got an offer. I made a counter offer. They accepted, and the price he accepted was $800. And there was no slash indicating that a best offer was accepted. I didn't sell this for $1,000, guys. I sold it for $800. Okay, that's right hand up to God. This is my listing. I sold this for $800. Okay, and there is no slash. There's nothing there to indicate that a best offer was taken. And even if it does, I'm pretty sure it doesn't say how much was. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure even when a best offer is taken, it does not disclose the amount. I said it could be wrong, but either way, it's like, dude, it doesn't say anything about that here. So anyone who sees this guy right here, I just look. This is a new listing. This guy's probably thinking that this card just sold for $1,000. It's like, dude, it didn't. All power to him. I'm wishing him luck. I hope it sells. But it's like it's. I didn't sell for $1,000, and you just look like or best offer, or best offer, or best offer, or best offer. It's like, dude, if you're a buyer on eBay and you see you can make an offer, it's like, are you not gonna click that, right? Like, let's look at the mall trace here, like, or best offer, or best offer. There's no way if the person listing it makes an offer available that they're not down to sell it for less, within that window. Because if you never listed an item on eBay, you make the window. You pick, this is the least I'll take for an offer. And if they go lower than that, buyers can put lower than that, make an offer lower than that, and it'll just automatically decline it. But yeah, like if a buyer sees that, they're gonna hit it, dude. They're gonna make an offer. I doubt any of these that are or best offer, because there's just so many or best offer, or best offer. You're telling me none of these sold for, like, there we go. There's one there, best offer accepted. But like and it doesn't show you. Let's see. We can try and confirm that now. Yeah, it doesn't tell you how much it sold for. But that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, mine doesn't say that, but I did that. I took less than what I listed it for. And mine doesn't say that, guys. And I feel like with all these ones that say our best offer, I feel like at least a majority of them, right, have got to have, been a best offer accepted. That just makes sense. Sorry about that. So what I'm trying to say is, like, price charting and stuff is already super wrong. egregiously wrong because they're not including the shipping. And even eBay's getting it a little wrong because I don't know if there's a glitch or what. Like it should say that best offer accepted, but it doesn't. And I'm just putting it out there. Obviously, I don't know the numbers. I don't know the back end. I haven't researched this topic super hard, but there's got to be a lot of these that best offer was accepted and it doesn't tell you. So that's really kind of it. I mean, that's really I touched on everything I wanted to touch on really. Um, so yeah, I made this video because I've been selling a lot on Facebook Marketplace. I've been selling a lot on eBay, and I get people telling me like, "Oh, like your prices are nuts, dude. Like, look at price charting." It's like, well, dude, price charting isn't right. And I'll tell you this too. Like, just being in this, doing this for so long, nothing ticks me off more than I see it all the time. Dudes who go to buy stuff, it's like, "Oh, look at the price charting. Look at it. Here's what price charting says your card's worth. Here's what Collectr says." And then they'll turn around, and when they go to sell it, like now the shipping matters. Now it's eBay sold that matters. You know what I mean? Like now they want that Fiat Schwartz when they go to sell it, but when they want to buy it, it's like, oh, you know, price charting says this, whatever says that. I've even gone to I go to Collecticon, I won't say which, but I go to Collecticon and there are like high profile people that are there, and I've sold a few things to them, and it's they'll say like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm not even trying to like call these people out or anything because it's everyone, but like they'll pull up Collectr or whatever, they'll pull up price charting, they'll say, oh look, this just sold for that much, and it's like, well, click on that list, click on that, and it's like, oh, plus $5, you know, it's like whatever. I was trying to sell a $40, I was trying to sell a thing, and it's like, oh, here's one for $40 that sold, and it's like, well, click on it, and it's like, oh, it actually sold for 45 with the shipping, and it's like, yeah, it's just I don't get why these apps and websites don't include it. And from after doing this deal, it's like I wonder how many of these eBay, because I always said like, oh, eBay for sure, eBay sold, like that's super accurate. But now I'm starting to even question that. It was like, dude, again, it's like I didn't sell it for that much. I didn't. So yeah, I don't know. So that was really kind of it. Now I'll just talk about like strategies and stuff. Like off rip, I'll tell you this. It's sold for over seven. This is specific, but off rip, it's like when you buy something on eBay, they're getting charged 13.25% for for the eBay fee. So and then what's worse is they'll take the tax, right? So the tax on this was something like $70, because it's taxed off the 800, not the 1,000. I think what it actually sold for, they tax it. Tax was something like $70. And then they'll take the 13.25% off that, which, you know, yeah, right? So that ended up being like $111. Then it was over $750, so I had to pay for the authenticity or the signature confirmation. I had to pay. I didn't have to, but it's like it's an $800 card. Like I'm not risking it. I'm gonna pay the $800 insurance, which is like $10-15. So what if the thing gets lost? I'm not risking that. So all in, it was like, so with the tax, it was like $680 something, and it cost me like $30 to ship, 20, 25, 30, yeah, 20, I think it was $25 to ship with the signature confirmation, and the fact it was a box, and like I wanted to be, you know, secure. I packed that thing like it was Fort Knox, dude. I'll be honest, and the insurance, I was like $25 to ship. So I really only made out of that 800. I really only made like 650, 660. So I would say that to people. If you're trying to buy stuff off people, whether it's Marketplace or wherever, you're going to a con, you're going to, you know, your local TCG store, like, I would say that. It's like, yeah, like if they're trying to match eBay prices, it's like, well, dude, like, there you go sell on eBay, you're instantly going to get charged 13.25. If it's a high value thing like mine, you're going to pay, you know, 20, $25 for shipping, because I'm assuming you're gonna buy that insurance. What else? So yeah, I would just use that to your advantage. It's like also like, dude, I'm paying cash. Like that's cash is king. Like you go to a con or something, it's like, dude, I'll give you cash. You're not doing the eBay thing. You're not doing you're not paying eBay fees. You're not going through the headache of having to ship it and stuff. How about, especially if you grab more? When you grab more, You grab a bunch of stuff, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, like 20%, 25%. Like you can haggle, dude. Especially when you have cash in your hand. Cash in hand, dude. That's the key. Um, so yeah, that's basically strat I use. Like, oh, I got $100 of stuff here, whatever, 10 cards. Like, you take 80, or you can go lower. You can go a little lower. You can like take, I don't know, 70. Then you meet in the middle or whatever. Also, of course, it depends on how you came to that original $100 sticker price. Always ask that. Always double check things. Always check eBay sold. Always check eBay sold. See what going. Check eBay listings too, because sometimes I'll even go to card shops and stuff and be like, dude, like there's like these go cheapest. Like it's listed on eBay for like $10 cheaper. Like if you'd go like match that at least, I'd say at least, because like dude, they're getting charged that fee. I'll do the deal. And sometimes people just they can't afford to. They're in too deep on that card. They can't afford to do the deal. It's like that's fine. Find someone else or shoot. I've done it before. Just let me buy that. Walk away. Don't do it in front of them. That's kind of rude. But walk away and buy that. But it wasn't eBay. Whatever. I had something else I want to talk about for strats. Just kind of blanking on it. Let me think here. I'm kind of blanking on it right now, but besides just the usual stuff, like have them never be the first one to send to give the offer. Always have them throw the offer out. Yada yada yada. Always check condition. If they say it's LP and there's a crease in it, it's like, dude, it's not LP. That is when TCG player is pretty good. It's like, okay, here's a damage, or even eBay. It's like, oh, well, here's a card that looks a lot like yours for whatever, $5. And that's another thing with TCG player. I just wish they had pictures. Sometimes they do. A lot of times they don't. One man's LP is another man's HP. We've all seen that. But yeah, that's kind of it for this video. I appreciate you watching, and hopefully just made some more people aware of this. And yeah, that price charting Collectr and stuff. I hope this changes your mind. Maybe don't use those because we don't want to be fair. I mean, I've had it both ways. I've tried to buy stuff from Marketplace from a single mom or something. And they were just going off price charting. It's like, well, dude, it's worth a little more than that, really. I mean, I was at 80%, 85% of your card, 80% of your card, and you went off price charting. And I know when I sell, I mean, I don't want to use price charting, so let me do. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. What I like to do when I sell stuff, or even buy stuff when I'm trying to find value. You can do, there's a lot of different ways, but what I like to do is take like the last 10, this is like something I do on average, it's something I do a lot. Take like the last 10 sold on eBay and just get an average of that. So like, let's do that right now, right? It's like, I don't want to be exact here, we can do 102, right? 95, sure. Shoot, I suck at math, whatever. 97, right? 91, we found that one out. 105. 105. 100. 150, that one's pretty wild. 98. Oh, my cat's tweaking. Alright. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do one more. So that's 98, that's the one I got. 94 plus 5, it's basically 100 with the cents and stuff. We'll just call it 100. So we divide that by 10, because we added up 10 cards. 104.3, and then, if you're if you're doing a marketplace thing with like a whatnot guy or something, I do that a lot. It's like, we'll call it 100. And then you're buying a bunch of cards. So we'll call it 100, obviously. And, we're doing 80% on, we're agreed to do 80% and stuff. So obviously 80% of 100 is, minus 80% is 80. Wait, no. 20% off, whatever. You know what I mean? It's 80, right? So that's something I do. I didn't, or you can literally even just do like, okay, like, what's the last one sell for? Just match that. Um, you could do, sometimes I'll do just the cheapest listing, because sometimes cards are sporadic as hell. Like, you got like 100 here, 70 here, 60 here, 120 here. Like, sometimes it's real sporadic. It's like, well, I'll just do cheapest listing or something. You know, it's kind of card to card. And sometimes there's cards like this Mega Houndoom where it's like, the last one sold for 500, but Megas are popping right now. Like, be a trendsetter. Like, you know, it's a card that's, you think it's a card that's worth more? Throw it on eBay, dude. Try it, you know? That's what I did, and it hell of a paid off, dude. It super paid off. So yeah, that's really it. Uh, yeah, that's it. Hope you guys liked the video. Yeah, hope you learned a lot. Hopefully you stop using price charting. It's kind of whack. And even be careful with eBay. I hope eBay figures this problem out. I don't know what the hell's going on with the best offer not accepted, but that's whack. So yeah, thanks guys. Have a good one.